placid, flying on the right, skims over the crowded mangrove clump. See? Flying. Angrily clacking, two neighboring frigates drive a marauder away from their curious chicks. Chicks quickly adapt to the adults' disputations. A hardly feathered chick, backed by its father, helps rebuff an unwelcome visitor. A swooping young frigate tries vainly to steal a twig from the nest of an older bird. A close-up. See, there's the twig it's trying to steal right there. Sunset tints the Caribbean sky over Barbuda as hordes of frigates swarm down on their crew to spend the night. After a final flurry of noisy dispute, the birds will settle down quietly. Only the plaintive call of the young nestlings begging for food would disrupt the silence. Sorry. Sulphurous fumes surging up through crevices and crumbling volcanic rock lend the look of an inferno to Dominica's Valley of Desolation. You missed. Trunk buttresses rising in graceful curves have helped stabilize a chattanger tree that is rooted in spongy rainforest soil. Several weeks before the catastrophe, islanders watched the smokings of Mount Pelee from a hill near the town of Grossmore 50 miles away. At this time, despite the ominous black cloud above the volcano, Martinique's population viewed the spectacle of the curiosity of sightseers and only the merest things of inland seas. The black smoke rising. Several days before the eruption, a few boatloads of St. Pierre's inhabitants, mostly women and younger children, dispatched by the worried menfolk, flee the threatened town. To calm fears, Martinique's governor boldly took up residence here, only to perish in the fire started by the molten lava. More than 2 weeks after it blew up, Mount Pelee continues to disgorge huge gushers of smoke and ash. Not until September, after the blast, did the volcano quiet down. It took a long time for that volcano to quiet down. Bereft of greenery, the banks of the Riviere Blanche show the result of scoring by a torrent of boiling mud, mixed with boulders and tree trunks. The river Rocks Lane wins the shambles of St. Pierre's finest residential district, incinerated by an incandescent and poisonous cloud. On the outskirts of St. Pierre in late May, a visitor to the disaster area treads gingerly covered with volcanic ash and still hot. That's the river. And there he is. It's all dirty. During the months just after the cataclysmic outburst, St. Pierre is a ghost town. Ruined and desolate, 3,000 of its houses crumbled by the still smoldering Mount Pelee. The settlements began in 1904, but today the population is less than a fourth its former size. The scarred hillsides, however, have long since recovered their green mantle, and the tropical wilderness flourishes once again. There's a long construction site there. colored boulders of an andesite lava, their edges rounded by a tumbling in the bed of a Jamaican stream, give evidence of the island's volcanic origin. Named for the Andes Mountains, where it also formed, this andesite is tinted in oxide iron within the rock. See? Those big rocks. A paved marble block lies in gleaming contrast to dark volcanic rocks along the Morant River in southeast Jamaica. Originally formed deep inside the earth from limestone, subjected to great pressure and high temperatures, the marble was gradually uplifted over 50 million years and eventually torn loose by the flooding river. The potholes in the marble were drilled by pebbles caught in the shallow depressions, and the blocks rolled around by rushing waters. Yeah, that's like the whitest rock I've ever seen. Limestone blocks up to 35 feet high, torn by waves from coastal cliffs, line the surf of the southeastern shore of Jamaica.